Welcome to the New Blood campaign. I'll be your host and dungeon master, here to guide you through a game of learning, discovery, and adventure. My name's Caleb, and I've been a dungeon master for about 6 to 7 years now. Using that experience, I hope to help new dungeon masters and players get a sense of the game and how to play. On this journey with me, I have Leo.
Hey, I'm Leo. I've been playing D&D for about 3 to 4 years now, maybe five. I'll be playing a barbarian, Naeri. Naeri is a human barbarian that seems to enjoy speaking in Elvish most of the time. He's tall, 6 feet tall. He has two hand axes, a spear on the back of himself, with a few dragon scales as a tip, as a point. He has dark and full fluffy hair, and he's also very energetic about meeting new people and about making acquaintance with new people, practicing his common as much as he can. And also, he seems to be have very strong opinions on dragons and on the things they can do. Apart from that, he seems excited, as I am, to be on this campaign.
Next, Andrew.
I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since the late 80s, early 90s. I will be playing a male gnomish cleric named Shepherd Ichabod Brassgear. He is just about 4 feet tall. He is a very old gnomish gentleman. He has a bald head and a long gray handlebar mustache. He smokes a long-handled cigarette holder that is gold, and he is dressed very finely in gray and silver robes, over which is a old scale mail armor with the symbol of the Flaming Fist, a local mercenary guild company in the area. He walks with a old walking stick that doubles as his mace, which is a thick, sturdy stick with a round brass gear on the top as a handle. And he doesn't carry his shield much, although it has the holy symbol of the Lords of the Golden Vale, 7 golden hills on a green background. And he has a large medallion with the same symbol on him. He is slow, crotchety, and old, but he seems to know everybody over the age of 50. And he always seems to have something useful, if not rambling, to say.
Alright, up next is Ethan.
Hi guys, I'm Ethan, hailing all the way from Australia. I'm playing as Bartholomew Coppercup, a copper dragonborn wizard. A little bit Bartholomew. He is always dressed in blue, that be royal blue, cobalt blue, sapphire blue, any blue you can think of, he's always wearing blue. He's about 5'11", with copper and green scales. He is a worshipper of the Earth Mother, which is pretty well known in the D&D world. I've been playing D&D for probably... I'm pretty much a noob, pretty new to the game, so I'm still learning along the way. And yeah, I'm hoping to learn more and enjoy the journey.
Alright, next is Bean.
What's up? I'm Bean. I'm playing Cal. She is as I like to describe her, a pain in the ass. Very stubborn, and generally likes to keep to herself, but she does have a not so often shown more tender side. She is about 5'7", black hair, crimson skin, black horns, silver eyes, typical tiefling. She likes to stab things, so hopefully she'll get to do that this round.
And last but not least, Uma.
Hey, I'm Uma. She is a half-orc barbarian. She's lived a pretty lonely, sedentary life. She is a true lover of animals and all things furry. She is probably 6'9", good 350 pounds. She's got a bunch of scars on her flesh. She has a really large helmet that she picked up from an orc somewhere along the way. She's got really short hair, black hair, and she's got black eyes. And a bra made out of crocodile tongues. And that's Uma.
And
I'm sorry, you are never living down that description.
with introductions out of the way, let's get into this episode of the New Bloods. Enjoy. Uma, we're going to have you recapping and updating people on what's been happening so far in the New Blood campaign.
Well, our merry bandit of friends met in a pub and decided to head to the Townmaster Harbin, where they encountered a message board of tasks to complete to get money and go on adventure, because this town has been, the town of Phandalin that we are in has been under attack from, or under threat of a dragon. We meet the Townmaster, who seems to be quite the cowardly sir, and we are given the task of finding the midwife at the
windmill.
The windmill. I can't remember her name. I'm looking through all of my notes, and Adabra Quinn. I found it. I'm sorry, I have so many notes at this point. It's like scrolling.
Makes my DM heart happy.
Where she is just as stubborn as probably Ichabod himself is. She's working on some kind. Oh, we encountered a manicore. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the manicore that was trying to break into the windmill that we managed to fight off, and go us, yay. We are sending back a carriage for Adabra and heading back to the town of Phandalin. We camped out for the night, and the party awoke from a pretty interesting night of some lively events where Uma's character slaughtered a boar and managed to javelin a bug to the ground. A bug that was causing some of our party members not good things. We got to enjoy a pretty hearty breakfast though. Woohoo. So that was some decent bacon and foraged berries. And then it was time to return to Phandalin, where tragically the town had been turned into an icy winter wonderland. Attacked by the dragon, clearly, and our dear Ichabod fell violently into a memory of a war so long ago, with the mission of quickly assessing those we're saving and quick prayer for those that won't make it through the night or have already expired. Our fearless and annoying Naeri is also reminded of a sad time long ago, but he is quick to take action, to listen for survivors, and starts fires for those that have survived to warm themselves. Cal momentarily is stunned, but springs quickly into action for children who seem to be missing their parents. One particular tiefling orphan child. Uma is running to assist where she can, even if she thought just for a moment she did see a familiar face from her past frozen in a spike of ice. She's instructed to find the town's weapons maker and was able to find her with Naeri, and took the Townmaster for the scolding he righteously deserved. Our weary gang began to make preparations to lay all the dead to rest, with Ichabod casting some sort of magic to keep them from rising. And then Ichabod went back to watching over his wounded. Cal is watching over all the orphan children and singing them sweet lullabies, while Naeri continues preparations for the funeral ceremonies to come. Uma was clearly so exhausted, she went to the inn to get a long rest and wait for the day's next tasks. And that is where I had left off my notes. I hadn't picked it up in the rest of the chat.
That was a very good recap. I really enjoyed it. That was a great job, Uma.
Thank you.
See, she thinks I'm biased.
With that, Ichabod, did you take a long rest, or are you still working with those that need help?
I would have worked well into the night once Bartholomew was able to take over, but Cal eventually convinced Ichabod to go to bed.
Alright.
So at the very least, he had a short rest.
Yeah. I will gladly take the short rest, if not the long rest.
Ichabod, since you take the short rest but not a long rest, I will say there is a point of exhaustion.
Yep, figured that.
For those that are not aware of exhaustion rules, if you work an entire day and do not take a long rest, which is 8 hours of rest for most creatures, and for elves it's 4, then you take a point of exhaustion, and a point of exhaustion debilitates you in some way. So, first point, you have disadvantage on all ability checks. Second point, you have your walking speed is halved. And then if you get to I think it's 5 points of exhaustion, you die. So points of exhaustion can be very serious and can be detrimental. So keep in mind, if your character decides that they're gonna work through the entire night, there's a chance that they get a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Cal has one too, because she stayed up all night.
Oh yeah, Cal.
Yep.
What about Naeri and Bartholomew?
Not long after my long conversation with Cal, I decided to take a long rest.
Alright. Naeri?
I'll also have a point of exhaustion, as Naeri will spend the whole night attempting to understand how each of those people try to live their lives. There's about 60 dead at the moment.
Correct.
Yeah, so he'll spend the whole night with their family members, talking about them, just getting a feel so that it doesn't feel like he's just burying a bunch of strangers, which he doesn't feel like he is. But at the same time, so that he may better play when the morning comes. So he'll stay up the whole day, and he'll just make sure to talk very quickly with the party just before we go to the funeral.
And the funeral is where we will start. The next day, the city, the village more, gets up. Breakfast is had, and Toblin, the owner of the Stonehill Inn, has housed the majority of Phandalin, those that remained. And he tries to breathe life back into the members of Phandalin, though most of them still shaken and shocked from the dragon attack the previous day are less than engaged. The tiefling child that Cal has taken under her wing has been trying to help Toblin, doing anything that can get her mind off of the previous attack that had happened. And as the morning progresses, you see the folk of this town begin to make their way outside of the inn. Do you guys follow?
Of course.
Uma wakes up in the inn.
Yes.
Uma does
Alright.
wake up, come down. There is breakfast currently
Hey,
being served out.
Uma's happy breakfast.
There,
Uma's starving breakfast.
there's less bacon than you thought there would be.
Uma's sad, but still hungry.
Toblin does seem to mention, one of these boars, they got out of one of their pens. I don't know where it went.
Uma just eyes go wide, starts drinking her drink a little faster, looking away.
It's a right shame, but it'll probably live its life pretty well out in the forest. I hear those half orcs out in the forest like to worship boars, so.
Why? Bacon good.
Oh, have you heard of Talos?
No.
Roll me a religion check.
Oh lord.
Ooh, first roll of the night.
First,
We're feeling mid.
14. As he says Talos, you have a spark of a memory come to you. You have a spark that shows you the day that your village that you went to after abandoning the tribe that you had joined. You remember orcs calling out in Orcish, For Talos! For the boar! And you seem to remember specifically that there was a half-orc who was amongst the orcs that were attacking your village, who was using some kind of energy similar to what Ichabod has, and was helping the orcs that fell to come back.
Like raising the dead?
Like healing the injured and a little bit of raising the dead.
So magic. Okay.
With a 14, you guess that this is a god of some sort. You're not exactly sure what kind of god Talos is, but something that the orcs must worship and has to do with boars somehow.
Oh, fun. Okay. Uma's going to care very little about that because she is not an orc. She wants to prove more her non-orcness.
All right.
As
Then
the people,
breakfast has come to its end, and does the entire group go out with the rest of the village?
I would say that actually Naeri at this time is actually coming back, and as the village begins to move out of the tavern, he walks through the door. You can see a tired but still very much him smile on his face. You also see big crevices under his eyes and a lot of earth on his hands. He looks at all of you. He says, "Oh, just a moment, friends. I believe people are setting up." And he'll sit down next to the party. He'll look to all of them and say, "Today is the day we're going to part ways. As all of you know, this village has unfortunately been attacked. That is the reason I was looking for strong individuals. And all of you are strong. But I couldn't ask for you to keep on this path with me. It has been a pleasure meeting all of you. And today, as the souls of the dead are watching us, I will be making another oath to stop this dragon. And I came here to thank all of you before we part ways." And he'll look at each of them, waiting for an answer.
Sorry.
Do you really think the rest of us are just gonna sit here and let that have happened?
He must be dreaming.
I may be old, but I'm not that old, Ichabod says, coming around, wiping blood off his hands.
We all have a score to settle with that bloody dragon. So don't think you're gonna get rid of us that easily.
Ichabod will look over to Uma. Dragons have mountains of gold, you know.
I like gold. I kill dragon.
I see. Well then, get ready to carry the whole weight of a village's expectations on your shoulders. Come on.
I don't necessarily know how to feel about killing a creature that's like me, but is not me.
Uma has big shoulders. We'll be fine.
Thank you for your words of encouragement, Uma.
You're welcome.
You know, I wasn't so sure about you, but you're growing on me.
Thank you.
Well, if we're all dead set on putting ourselves in harm's way, we should head to Gnomengarde. My people are creative thinkers, and they would have solutions on how to take down something that size. Let alone how to deal with the cold.
Solution, Uma. We go dragon. Why go Gnomengarde?
To get you a better weapon.
Okay. I like weapons.
I was gonna say, I don't know about you, but I know my sword won't pierce a dragon's scales. I've tried to stab Barty before, it didn't work.
Uma laughs at that.
By the way. That's a joke, you're supposed to laugh, come on now.
Well then, let's put some souls to rest, and we'll talk about this. Naeri will take out his spear from his back and take it out of the bandages. Maybe weapons made from the dragon's skin could make a difference, no?
We would need to kill the dragon first, to get the skin, to make the weapons, to kill the dragon.
I have no dragon skin. No.
No, I meant the scales. I'm sorry, my common isn't very good. Come on, let's go.
Bartholomew. As you guys make your way out into the cold air of this new morning, summertime, but from the recent attack, you suspect that even if it were warm outside, this area would be still snow cold. You look over and see something that you hadn't noticed previously, Bartholomew. Looking down the road, you see a medium-sized building.
Thank you. Did it break? Oh, my bad.
You see a medium-sized building with the words, Copper Cup Exchange.
Impossible. I thought they didn't come out this far.
It looks relatively new, as if it were just put up a few days ago.
I can't believe I did not notice this. I'm so blinded by my own eyes, I cannot see my own parents' mark upon this land. I don't know. Bartholomew begins to pace himself outside, clenching his jaws in his hand, flustered and bewildered. Proceeds to head towards the building, separating himself from everyone else.
As you head closer to the building, you can see that the dragon attack did not touch it. It looks to be in relatively good condition. From your guess, give me a intelligence check.
Sure thing.
Second roll of the night.
Oh no. +4. Wow, that's a good roll.
Intelligence check, not the saving throw, so...
Oops, my bad.
Yep.
Let's scroll down.
So it would be on your abilities, and it's the top portion. I think...
Come on, find you.
With your intelligence, there it is. 14, not...
Yep. Fair enough.
With a 14, looking at this, you think that your family has, instead of building a whole new space within the village, they actually just bought a building that was already pre-made and had a sign put up so that they could claim this as their own. And looking over it, looking within some of the darkened windows, you're able to see within that there is several tables set up with cashier stations, and looks to be a mining exchange facility.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they've come out this far. These people will be done for if they've opened a mine out here. Dragons are least of their worries. Parents, they're creatures of cruel habit. They'll bleed this place to nothing.
As you continue to look in, you also begin to hear the sound of footsteps coming from within, and a candle is lit, which shows the interior in greater detail. You can see this is a very nice, like, nicely furnished, nicely decorated. The decor within seems much better than what you're used to seeing within Phandalin proper. The difference between Toblin's Stonehill Inn with a more rustic and natural feel as compared to this slice of Neverwinter estate, almost. You see within the figure of an elf begin to emerge from one of the windows, going around lighting up lanterns and torches within the establishment, as if they are getting ready to open the store.
They look oddly familiar. Been a long time since I've been home.
Roll me an insight.
Or are they just... Sight? Okay. 12.
12. Looking at this elf and trying to get a sense, no one that you've known. They could be a brand new employee or someone that you've never met within the family, but your guess, more likely than not, is that this is someone hired from Phandalin proper to run this trading center.
The green. All this green. Gross. Velvet everywhere. Feeling my mother's touch. I proceed to enter the building. Is it locked?
It is currently locked.
I will knock on the door and wait for the elf to answer.
As you knock on the door, you hear a slight gasp from within the room, and then footsteps coming closer, and then the door creaks open. The elf that stands before you, a male elf, looks to be possibly a high elf, standing about 6 foot even, with a black vest over a white shirt, almost in a butler garb. As he stands before you, he looks to you curiously. How may I help you? We are just opening now, so if you would like to wait a moment, we can exchange if you'd like.
I rummage through my pockets and find my old family insignia, which is of a copper cup, a red background.
Once you bring that out, his eyes grow wide and his mouth kind of drops open a bit, seemingly stunned for a moment, and then he, how may I assist you, Mr. Coppercup? Please come in. The anxiety within him is palpable at this moment.
Definitely my mother's touch. All this velvet green. I can see my father's put some ironwork in. That's his touch. Surprised my brother hasn't hanged deer heads in here either. Tell me your name, sir.
Oh, my name, you really you can see he is very flustered at the idea of the Copper Cup being here. From your previous insight check, you'd probably assume that the Copper Cups themselves don't personally come out here that often, and was not expecting a Copper Cup to be here. My name is,
It's alright. Calm yourself. No need to fret.
Takes a breath. My name is Teriel. How may I assist you, Mr.
Bartholomew.
Mr. Bartholomew? How may I assist you?
I am quite surprised, actually, to see that my parents have opened a place like this far out. Could you please enlighten me on the purpose of why my parents have built this, or has rented or bought this building for its intended purpose?
Do you not know? They have recently heard that the mines have reopened within Phandalin, and they wish to seek their fortune more than what they currently have. They've recently opened this as a way for miners to trade the ores that they mine for pay.
Should be careful. My parents, as you probably know, are not the kindest of creatures. I'm afraid this place will bleed this town dry. Because once the ore is gone, they'll just leave it to crumble. And this is no fault of your own, of course. You probably have no idea the power that my parents hold over society.
As you say that, a knowing look comes across his face as he looks to you. As he looks to you, he also kind of nods and doesn't make eye contact with you.
May I ask a favor?
Certainly. If it's within my power to do so, I will do it.
I ask you, if my parents or my brother Lawrence do make their presence known here, I ask of you to send me a message, either by pigeon or owl or guinea fowl. Any birds that can deliver a message quickly to me, please. Because I would like to see them again. It's been a very long time.
Certainly, I can certainly do that.
But do not let them know I am here. Please.
Very well. I shall not let them know that you are here, but I shall alert you if they are to come down themselves.
Thank you. It is much appreciated. Be careful. Please, be careful. I must bid my farewells. I am to attend a funeral. I will be speaking with you soon. Bye.
He bows his head as you begin to leave. Back to the other group. Everyone else, did you follow out to the funeral procession?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right.
Indeed.
The procession comes out of the Stonehill Inn and passes through the city square. Some of the statues that had previously been there have been chipped away at and removed. Their bodies had placed by the fire that was tended to through the night.
Has Ichabod already blessed the corpses, or is that going to happen now?
No, I spent most of the night doing that.
Okay. So this is just to pay their respects, right?
Yes.
So
The frozen bodies have been removed, and you see a mass of people walking out with coffins made out of roughly hewn boards, seemingly not prepared for this tragedy to happen. The coffins instead are made from panels of houses that were destroyed in the attack, made from quickly chopped down trees. The town has come together to make this happen, and you see the coffins of varying sizes, from that of full-grown adults to also the children. And the procession continues on, moving all the way to this hill. Behind the house and next to one of these fields, there are dozens of graves that have been dug up for each member that has been lost within the city. The air is tense, and you look up to the sky, and what should be a bright summer day is cloud-filled, and the first hints of rain begin to fall as the first body is placed within the grave. Nari, do you begin playing your music for the funeral?
Are there holy people from Phandalin itself? Or were they dead when the dragon attacked? Like, did they die by the hand of the dragon?
Most of these died by the hand of the dragon. Others died of exposure.
I don't know. You see that Nari begins to reach over his backpack, and he begins to mount what seems to be at first a regular pan flute, but then he adds these gnarled, old-ass looking tree trunks to it. Not tree trunks, but like, you know, just tree pieces of tree trunks, you know. And when he does that, it becomes a whole nother instrument. Still wind-based, but a whole nother instrument. He looks over to the party, and he says, "This is the moment." Because, you know, people are crying around him. He won't, like, tell them to be okay. Like, that's not how it works. So he'll just look to the party and says, "This is the moment where the spirits know, where they will know that they can always come back here to visit their friends, visit their loved ones, visit all of those that they have lost. When we make an oath here, it is with all those spirits in mind, each and every single one of them. The song that I play is for them. And if they remind you, then I have played it correctly. When I do attempt to think about if this is the path you are all going to choose." And it's haunting, to say the least. It's a melody that, as you hear it, and as he begins to get a little bit more of confidence and to play it a bit louder, you can see that around you, nothing changes. There's no magic, there's no power, there's no gods, there's just people suffering. And then it evokes a feeling of you missing dearly someone, missing someone from a parent to a friend to a lover, maybe a brother, maybe a sister. You miss them. And as this weird instrument makes its noises, you can almost feel them watching over you. You can almost feel a hand on your shoulder. And some of you do not know Elvish, some of you do. But elves have a really beautiful word. A word made to represent missing someone. Yearning for their presence, yearning for seeing their smile again, hearing their laugh again, hearing them talk. Can be a person, can be a pet. Missing something dearly, it's not missing, because it isn't lost. It's just the way it is. And that word comes to your mind, even if you don't know what it is. And as you hear that song, you begin to feel a lot of saudade. Big feeling of that. And he'll keep on playing until everyone has cried, until everyone has been put to rest, and until the party keeps on moving again, which he'll then dismantle the flute and move with them.
As the song plays, Cal, L'Oreal grabs your hand, the small tiefling girl that you have saved and that you have semi-adopted at this point. You are taken to where her parents and her brother currently lay in the ground. Their caskets closed, the dirt beginning to be pushed off, and as she stands there, tears fall from her eyes. As she takes a handful of dirt and tosses it into her mother's grave, another handful into her father's grave, a third handful into her brother's. And you can see headstones that name each one. Mother, the mother, Laura, the father, Trido, and the brother, Light. Knowing the typical naming conventions of the tieflings, you assume that Light was meant to be the light of the family. And as you stand over these graves, you are brought back to your family. Brought back to what you lost. Brought back to what you wish you could reclaim. And this little tiefling girl takes your hand and holds it very tightly.
Cal's gonna kneel down next to her and just kind of hug her from the side. Like, you know how when a kid is like staring at something that they're scared of and a parent kneels next to them and kind of like rubs their back and encourages them from like beside them? That's kind of what she's doing. And she's definitely got tears of her own coming down her cheeks because she too remembers having to bury her own parents.
Ichabod, as you do your prayers to each of the 7
Lords of the Golden Veil.
Lords of the Golden Veil. I was about to say Golden Lords. Lords of the Golden Veil. You feel their presence. You feel each Lord's presence within this area. And you can almost feel the gnomish gods trying to put out their comfort, but on such a dark day, as a day that you have to bury children, that you have to bury families, no real comfort can be felt. But they are there, as they have always been, and as they always will be. Your prayers lift up into the heavens, and you can feel souls beginning to make their way. You can almost feel families leaving to the planes of their choice, the planes of their deserve, the planes that they are meant to go to. And whatever comfort that might come from you, knowing that they are gonna be okay, finds you.
And that is pretty much the consistent prayer that Ichabod gives over the dead, is that although they are not gnomish, that his gods smile on them and help them in their way to their people, wherever that soul may go. Just, we're all community, and that's what gnomes try to, help them along. And to the families, he is very much like the soldier who has to deliver that bad news that someone's died at your doorstep. He is very, very calm and very apologetic, but he gives them whatever they need to grieve. And usually, if that's beating on his fist or yelling at him, he'll sternly and calmly take it until the family is done.
Uma, this mass graveyard, these freshly dug graves, remind you of the village that you lost, of the fate that befell the found family that you took in, that you decided was yours. And as you look down, you flash back to Thunder Tree. You flash back to the day that you had to bury your friends and your found family. You remember what Thomas Creature looked like. you remember what you felt that day. Whether it was rage or despair or something that drove you to here, you feel it again.
Uma just breaks down sobbing. Just weeping and sobbing because she's tired at this point of the pain, tired of the memories and the bloodshed and the death and the dying. She just wants a home, and she's broken at this point.
Bartholomew, you come towards the end of this funeral. Being someone who was a student, while you have seen death, as someone does whenever they are in the medical field, this is something different. This is something crueler. This is something not fair. It's mass casualties on a scale that you have never really gotten familiar with. And you see families broken. You see people torn. You see the people that had to have limbs and fingers amputated as gangrene begin to take away at their frostbitten body. You've seen awful things. You've experienced emotional trauma and pain, torment at the hands of your family. But this dragon, this creature that, though you have no kinship with, you still feel a part of you, as small as it may be, questioning why should I fight a dragon when I am a dragon of a kind? You also see what cruelty and evil has been done by this dragon.
Ambrose, give me strength to know what to do here. I'm in a perplexing situation. I wish you were here, my love. I'm sure you would know what to do. Bartholomew kneels before mass grave and plucks a seed for yew tree in his pocket and prays over it and plants it in the soil.
The dirt is harder than you expected, but after an inch, you're able to meet soft dirt underneath. And you are able to possibly lay the seeds of new life from this area where so much pain resides.
Mother.
Sorry, I had to take a moment because my description was starting to get to me. After a few moments, you all begin to see Townmaster Harbin Wester make his way into this makeshift graveyard. And as he walks in, you see, though you all have very little respect for the man, most of the town hall or town seems to have some respect. The townmaster walks in, and after the prayer is done, looks to his citizens and proclaims to them, "We see that these adventurers are here to protect us from this terrible beast. Though we may not have known it previously, they have given their aid and assisted with the living and with the dead. I know that I have locked myself away out of fear, and he looks back to the group of you guys. Out of cowardice, but I stand before you today to proclaim that we have hope. We have reason to not despair, as these..." He looks back to the group and says, "What do you call yourselves?"
We haven't really given ourselves a name, have we?
I'm Uma.
Yes, Uma. Thank you for your input.
I'm Naeri. I for one can say that this dragon has made its gravest mistake yet. The spirits that are laid to rest today will not forget this. If you have chosen us to avenge them, we will. And we will bring back its head as a warning. Whatever creature out there thinks it can use its power to destroy, to corrupt, just because it was gifted with it, then it is wrong. There will always be survivors. We are simply carrying out your wishes.
The townmaster kind of like comes forward to you guys, and from this proclamation speech, says, I was more looking for a name to call your group by.
My name? Oh no.
Do you not have a name?
Ichabod will just kind of shake his head. We weren't really a group yet.
Can I give us a name? If it so pleases
Ichabod will
everyone.
nod over.
Uma says, Powerpuff Girl? Oh,
That's a good one.
taken. Dang it.
Copyright claimed.
I suggest, since I planted this new seed, we call ourselves the Branches of Yew. What does everyone think?
Well, do you enjoy nature?
I don't have a problem with it, Copper Cup.
Uma, fine.
Go ahead. I think you're still a nerd.
I have the flair for the dramatics, don't I?
I have to agree with her that is pretty nerdy.
Ichabod will look up to the to Harbin. The branches of yew.
Harbin nods and looks back to the crowd that is now forming together. The branches... Hold on, let me find the voice real quick. The branches of yew. They are our town's saviors. And as such, I believe that they deserve a home. I hereby grant the branches of yew with... Why did I not look this up beforehand? With Tresendar Manor. The crowd begins to clap and there is applause happening. A few whoops and cries of happiness as Harbin turns to the group and presents a key and a scroll of paper.
Which Ichabod will take.
As Ichabod takes the paper and the key, Harbin says, "You are now the proud owners of Tresendar Manor. You are free to name it whatever you wish, the branches of yew, or whatever name you wish to come up with. Currently, it is in a state of disrepair, but given a little time and a little bit of care, you should find it a very well-suited home." The spelling... The spelling of the manor is Tresandar. Tresendar.
Oh. That's how it's spelled.
Naeri, actually, whenever you hear Tresendar, you actually hear it as a Elvish word. In Elvish,
yes,
Tresendar means captain.
Makes sense. Okay.
Wait, did you say it's captain in Elvish?
Yes.
Oh.
It is the Captain
Captain's
Manor.
Makes sense.
I will look over the paperwork.
Oh.
What exactly do we?
You guys now have a manor home to yourselves. It is the largest home within Phandalin, although it is currently in a state of disrepair. Actually, I'll go to the map and I'll show you exactly where it is.
There it is.
Yep. This one is a lot more broken down than it actually is currently.
Okay.
But it is on the tallest hill of Phandalin, and from what the paper is telling you, you also don't owe taxes on it for a year.
Hell yeah, man.
Now, is it just the home or is it the hill? Like, is there any land involved?
It is the home and the hill. The land, here, I'll actually draw out the border that you see. It is this entire area.
Okay. Does the deed say who owned it previously, or who the captain was?
The deed does indeed say that this belonged to a family of captains that took root here. It seems that Tresendar specifically speaks of Aldith Tresendar. Aldith the captain.
What do you all think that we, for the moment, leave the survivors there, just while they don't have a home? Then when we get back, we can start on watching over it. I'll ask to the party.
Well, I would agree with that 100%. I don't know about you. I already have a home, but everybody who needs one should be welcome up there. It's a big house. I was gonna send Adabra up there.
Uma interrupts and says, Uma home? Uma has no home.
Ichabod will hand Uma the key. You do now.
Just looks at it, puts it in her pocket.
Ooh, my home.
Ichabod will point to the big house on the hill. You live there now.
Carl? You were
Dragon
saying?
first.
Dragon first, yes.
Dragon first, indeed.
At
Shall
which
we
point,
go visit?
Ichabod will look back up to the Townmaster. Speaking of, we went and found Adabra.
Oh, really? Bean, what were you gonna say?
Oh, it's fine. Moment passed. We can keep going.
Okay. Let's all make sure to not speak over everyone. Just keep an eye on the voice chat. Since we're so small, we don't need the rolling initiative, but once we get to, I think whenever Townmaster joins back into the party, man, these dogs are just barking at this funeral.
They love your voice.
Whenever Townmaster gets back, we will probably start using that initiative roll. But, anyway, Townmaster Harbin, his eyes go a little bit wide. Oh, really? Where is she?
She's holed up in her windmill. Was attacked by Manticore.
She was attacked by... Is she still alive? Is she okay?
Very much so. You need to send a wagon and a few of the strapping young folks to go and fetch her. All the more now that her healing potions are going to be needed without me and Bartholomew being here to help.
Then we shall see to it very quickly, right away. Pay is what you... this is your reward. And he hands over a small pouch from his side that clinks with gold.
He will accept the pouch, take out his portion and Uma's portion and hand it directly to Uma. I owed you. And then hand the full bag over to Cal. Divvy that up, would you?
Uma just smiles real big.
Hang on, this involves math.
The total is
Actually, no, it doesn't, because there's only 5 of us right here, so we each get 5. Cool.
Hell yeah.
So Cal will hand Bartholomew and Naeri their 5.
Oh, actually, I'll go over to just real quick, to the group of, survivors that don't got a home. I'll tell them that for the moment they may use our house, and I'll give them 15 gold pieces so they can walk around there, maybe buy some stuff once new merchants come to town. Maybe if they want to renovate anything, it's we're kind of paying them to be there. So just that's for them. So I'll go back to the group.
The total gold is 50 gold pieces.
Shit. So everyone gets.
Let's see. He also hands you a second paper that says, Protect Big Al. On the paper it says, Orcs have attacked Butterskull Ranch, 5 miles east of Coneyberry, along the Treebor Trail. Travel there with haste, assess the damage, and help any way you can. Ranch owner Alphonse Big Al Calazorn is a retired sheriff who can reward you for your efforts. If he's dead, return to me with proof of Calazorn's demise to receive a reward of 100 gold pieces.
That Gnomengarde?
That is not Gnomengarde. The Gnomengarde one, it says, a clan of reclusive rock gnomes resides in a small network of caves in the mountains to the southeast. The gnomes of Gnomengarde are known for their magical inventions, and they might have something with which to defeat the dragon. Get whatever you can from them. If you bring back something useful and don't want to keep it for yourselves, Townmaster Harbin Wester will pay you 50 gold pieces for it.
I will take the paper and then hand it over to Bartholomew. Another thing on the list. But we should be heading to the gnomes in Gnomengarde. They're the best chance for a weapon.
You're muted, hon.
Oh no, we could hear him.
I will have to agree with Ichabod on this one. Cannot let this dragon exist any longer. If it does, odds know what it will do to the rest of the countryside. Farmer will have to wait.
Quick note. Naeri, as he has done before, would attempt to gather as many scales as he could. He would ask the others for help. They would help him just before we leave town, so we can have some material that the gnomes might be able to work with.
Go ahead, roll me an investigation check.
Sure. Can I help somebody that's better at investigation than me?
Let me check.
Well, I got a +1. My actual question, DM, is would making weapons or things out of dragon scale be an effective weapon or deterrent against the dragon in question?
Roll me a Arcana check.
I'm wondering if he's actually doing something useful, or if he's just over there making weapons superstitious lizard man style.
Oh, wait.
With a 14, I'd say the scales of dragons do have their own properties. For making weapons, it's not really as effective, but in the making of armor, it can add a resistance to the breath attacks that those dragons are known for. In regards to weapons, it's not really known if dragon scales do anything really to assist in the slaying of dragons or in the use of weapon craft.
I will relay that and definitely help if I can pick up. And I imagine other people are going to be picking up the scales. I'm going to be getting us ready, looking for like a horse or something like that we can use to pack supplies in, because going to Gnomengarde is a bit longer than a day trip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the practical things.
I will aid Ichabod in the search of a horse, or a mule, or a donkey, or a really large pig.
With rations and water and supplies, like getting equipped for a longer trip.
Alright. Give me investigation checks, both of you.
Rightio.
Eel. That is a total failure. I am super tired.
So tired. Which, you do have disadvantage on ability
Should have
checks.
Disadvantage, yeah. It should be on, because I clicked on the exhaustion. Okay,
it doesn't automatically put on disadvantage, so it's something that we have to keep in mind.
Gotcha, let me roll again. Oh, well, it was a 1, so that's the lowest it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you rolled a medicine check.
Oh.
You're tired in real life. The exhaustion has come through the game and forced its way into real life. Both of you kind of have difficulty finding any, like, horses or anything that is currently available. But you do see that there is a shop that is just now being opened. The shop is called... I gotta move all the way down. Barthen's Provisions. Inside the store, you see the door is now open, and the store is now open for people to come through. Within the store is mostly ordinary goods and supplies, such as backpacks, bedrolls, ropes, and rations. Barthen typically stocks mining gear or other adventuring gear, such as pickaxes, things that can be used in the goal of mining, as this is a mining town. Barthen himself, Elmar Barthen, stands behind a counter with one elbow on the counter, his face in his hand. A lean, balding man of estimate 50 years is standing there, and behind him are two young men who are currently in a side-armed embrace, just trying to support each other. As you guys enter into Barthen's store, he looks up and kind of like shakes off whatever he's feeling and puts on a pretty easily seen through smile. Welcome to the store. Sorry it had to be on such a day as today, but how can I help you?
Ichabod will look up to Bartholomew.
Me, you want? Okay. We are in search of supplies. We are about to head to what's it called again? Gnomengarde?
Gnomengarde.
Yes, that place. So I believe we may need some mining and adventuring equipment that will aid us in our journey. If you do have some on hand.
Ichabod will look over rope, climbing gear, food, water, supplies for a few weeks up to the mountains and back, and a mule or a horse if you know where one is to buy.
Well, I can't really supply a mule. I have an oxen, but we need to send it out towards, we're gonna be sending that out towards the logging camp nearby. Pretty soon they have their order of goods and rations that for some reason they haven't come down to get just yet, but we're still waiting. With everything that's happened, it's not been a priority. Rations I can get, and he starts to go through some of the different bags of dried jerky and foods that he has, and he pulls out several boxes. It looks to be like very dried goods, something that can withstand being put away for a long time. And he sets it on the counter. He has about 10 stacks of rations. He says, "This should last you about 10 days.
I have nature. No, I don't. About how far is it to Gnomengarde?
Give me straight intelligence. Remember, disadvantage.
Yes, okay. And straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
Disadvantage.
No, you're disadvantaged.
Remember, please.
Gay advantage.
7
Wow.
plus 1, 8.
8. You haven't really been to Gnomengarde in a long time. A very long time. And the memory of that trip escapes you for a moment. 2, 3, 7, 12. It's hard to remember.
That sounds
Well,
10 days, maybe. That should be fine. Uma can catch another boar if not.
Another boar? You caught boar?
Out in the woods.
yeah, I too wasn't want to see where it against you.
How much for all of this?
He counts it out and then does some quick math in his head. 50 silver, so about 5 gold.
He'll lay out 5 gold. And he'll lay out another gold for the day.
He takes the 5 gold, but he pushes the 1 gold back to you. The day is hard, but sometimes money can assist better than most other things. Keep it. You've earned it.
I'll tell you what. Take that and start arranging to have that big keep tended to. They gave it to us. I'm going to want to make sure that people are living well in there. That gold will start and fact. He'll push 4 more to make it 5 even. That'll get some people paid and fed and working.
Thank you very much. Then I'll get them started on it right away.
Good.
You see the 2 young men behind him come up, and he whispers in their ears, and they take the gold and begin to head out of the store.
I now have 8 gold.
Gold.
You can find that on your equipment.
Hell yeah.
Go to your inventory. You can go to this little gold button on the right-hand side. It's this little gold thing. Click it, and then you can open up all of your gold. Sorry. Carry on, guys.
Anything else I can help you with?
Are we all set, Bod?
As best we can be. This town doesn't have much, and I don't want to push it to its limits.
Indeed. We can always forage in the nearby forest if need be.
Exactly. I just don't like to... I like to have an emergency cushion. Are you doing okay, Bartholomew?
I am fine, thank you.
This is a lot of death.
I have seen death, and this is beyond my scope, to be honest.
I would say that this is part of the job, but this is the kind of thing that civilian healers don't see.
Indeed. I don't know how to process it, to be honest. Ever since losing Ambrose, I try to stay away from the thoughts of death, even though they are always around us. But life continues, and we must move on. Literally and metaphorically. Need to go. Need to leave the shop.
Right. And Ichabod will start gathering up the stuff. You're right. Let's go.
Alright. Cal, Uma, and Nari, what are you guys doing?
I would suggest I'll look over to Uma and Naeri, and I'll say, so I do believe that maybe my tribe picked the scales off and made a spirit for me just for theatrics, and that is fine. But what if we hid some of them away and we gave children the quest to find them, and when they do, we give them little trinkets? Like, I got some wild berries, I feel like, just to take their mind away from what is going on.
I'm still looking at my inventory.
Fair enough. What about you, Carl? What do you think?
Sorry, what?
I thought about maybe we making a little game for children. As Ichabod said, the scales are not that, well proven by science to help with, killing a dragon, and that is okay, but they are pretty shiny, and, we could hide them around, give children something to do besides watching their parents cry. and clang themselves.
Have fun with that, but I'll pass.
I don't know.
You can tell it's nothing personal. She kind of, as she says that, looks to the little tiefling girl. She's clearly a little more worried about her at the moment.
Well, maybe they don't really want to play. But it's okay. It is not the day for that. For sure. Have you found what you're looking for?
I have all of the things that I guess we're gonna need to get to Gnomengarde, so I don't need to get anything at this location. The princess I need is in another castle.
Okay. Let's get ready for the other castle. I'll just then grab my scales and be ready. I gotta do a investigation check, right? You did tell that to me, but I did forget it. I'm sorry.
Investigation
Thanks.
at disadvantage because you have a point of exhaustion.
Oh no, a -1. Well, look at the dice go. Wow, man, they are really, really running up D&D Beyond today. Look at their speed. Wow. It's amazing. You can actually watch them slowly roll around, and those are some pretty good rolls. But I'm not that smart. Oh, yeah, they're pretty good rolls. Who knows?
11. So you're looking around for any scales left behind?
Yup.
At some of the houses that the dragon landed on to breathe ice down further onto the ground to deal more damage, you see they must have slid off the roof, but there are several scales littered around these houses. Counting them all up, you've got in total about 10 white dragon scales.
Do you think my spear would be made, the point of it, would be made of what, 15?
Yep, probably 15 would make a decent enough spear tip.
Okay. I'll add it to the backpack then.
Right.
That's it.
Cal, what are you and L'Oreal doing?
So I feel like Cal is probably going to take her aside to kind of explain that she has to go away for a little bit. But assures her that she's not leaving forever. Just for a few days.
As you assure L'Oreal that you're not leaving forever, she kind of hugs you and says, Please, don't leave forever. I have no one.
I know, little star, but I won't be gone that long, I promise. You won't even have time to miss me.
She looks up and there are tears in her eyes, but she puts on a confident smile, almost as if she's trying to reassure herself and you.
She doesn't have a place to stay with the other kids if she wants to.
Damn. I gave away the one little trinket I had. Kel will definitely hug her tight. And just kind of hold her as long as needed until they leave.
Alright. The group begins to make its way back together. It is still morning, maybe just pushing 8 o'clock. The sun is now risen in the sky, though not near enough to center to call it noon. But the party is together. The Branches of Yew have joined together. L'Oreal was taken by one of the members of Phandalin, who gives reassurance to Cal that she is going to be well taken care of, towards the manor, where you see there are several able-bodied men and women making their way up to the manor as you guys gather together to start possibly making this manor a home. Do you guys set out on your adventure to Gnomengarde?
Yes.
I see no reason not to.
Yes.
Yep.
Uma?
We must make haste.
I'm so muted. Yes.
Damn mute buttons.
Yeah, like I thought I had unmuted and already. But no, apparently, sorry.
As you begin to make your way towards Gnomengarde, looking over your shoulder one last time at Phandalin, there's a sense of sadness. The rain, having gone from heavier to a slight drizzle, still fills the sky with dark clouds. But narrow beams of sunlight break through, shining down on Phandalin. A possible hope. A new seed planted. A new home found. You make your way on the Trebor path, heading along the coast towards the mountains to get to Gnomengarde. And on the path to Gnomengarde, you see something strange begin to happen to the foliage. Going from pines, oaks, a couple of yew trees dotting the landscape, it changes. And as it changes, it's hold on. As it changes, it becomes very obvious that you are on the path to Gnomengarde. Because no path like this could lead to anywhere other than a crazy home of crazy gnomes. The path before you. Large mushrooms begin to dot the countryside as you walk through. The mushrooms going from normal size amanita mushrooms, toadstools, the common mushrooms that you are familiar with as a group. Begin to make way to larger mushrooms. Strange mushrooms that you've never seen before, as if these are mutant variants of the mushrooms that you're familiar with. Toadstools the size of a building. Large brim mushrooms that give large spacious areas of shade. And as you guys make your way, I'm gonna start adding some tokens.
Okay, we gotta stab things.
And Uma.
Yeah.
As you make your way through, everyone give me perception checks. Those with a point of exhaustion, do so at disadvantage.
Is that perception?
Yes.
It's a shame it's not sleight of hand or stealth. I have an extra teeth. I had a straight roll.
Oh, that is awesome.
Ugh. We rolled the same
Are you feeling
thing.
22?
Yep.
We rolled the same.
Okay. Holding now.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, there they go. There they are. Come on.
It was
come on.
sad. It was sad 7.
I got a friggin' 2.
We are all just trapezing through this like la 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 la.
Still thinking of all of the terrible things that just happened.
Yeah.
No, I
but you
prefer
feel
the
like you
la
don't
la 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 scenario. Thank you.
Nothing that terrible happened. You know.
Yeah. A bunch of dead bodies. Tragic memories. Trauma. Just trauma. It's all good. We're all
Children,
good.
parents, you know. grandparents.
Nothing
Trauma.
too.
Sad pipe songs.
No.
Hell yeah.
This is
man.
the past.
10.
10?
Our-
No.
Our
it's not
largest is
10.
11, okay? Right?
Oh wow, they have new stuff. Okay.
Ooh.
They have 5e monsters that you can go through. Alright.
Why
What?
would you be looking at monsters though? There's no reason to. This is just a regular path through the woods with mutated mushrooms and weird gnome people.
Exactly. Which could have mutated toads or something. I don't know.
Nah, man. DMs would never do
Oh, you
comments.
know, the mushrooms will actually attack us.
What?
Nari,
We rolled so low, we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nari,
Yeah.
you are the only one to spot, hiding behind the mushroom nearest to you, 2 half-orcs glaring out at the party, looking out towards the group.
Nari will. Yeah,
You have exhaustion.
I do.
You have exhaustion.
Everyone but Uma and Bartholomew has exhaustion.
I'm trying to toggle it on. So I'll have they seen us?
Yes, they are very clearly looking at you.
I'll keep walking, like I don't notice them. Then I'll quickly turn to my right. I'll smile and I'll start running toward them to see if they get scared, if they wanted to kill us, what they wanted to do. But I go on smiling and screaming, just letting some steam off.
What on earth is he doing?
I love barbarians.
Go ahead, everybody roll me initiative.
I like how there's a half-orc in this party, and his first idea is, I'm gonna run at them, my human self. Not turn to the half-orc also here being like, hey, check this out.
I'm just running them to, just greet them. Yeah, I was smiling as I ran towards them.
Do we need to roll initiative at disadvantage too?
Yeah, those who
Yeah.
Oh
have...
yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
what am I?
You roll the initiative.
Oh, there's the initiative button, right?
You click the initiative button.
Click the initiative button. Uma, you
Okay.
roll straight. Everyone who has a point of exhaustion rolls at disadvantage. Which I think everyone has.
My brother in Christ.
Had to.
Oh, there it is.
Get David
Yeah,
Lloyd
because
rest.
we decided to go to sleep.
29.
Oh, come on.
Uma,
Where's the map?
18.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Let's see
Top
Nari.
5.
They
Come
are
on,
trying
show
their
us the
hardest.
dice.
Oh yeah, they're running. Well,
5.
Where?
Alright.
wow. Oh, that's a
They're
strong
running.
one.
Ah.
So Nari, you ran off. I'll say you got about there before initiative starts.
I'm gonna reload the map real quick.
The map hasn't updated on my end. Is that supposed
Oh
to
yeah,
happen?
on my
Yeah,
end,
is
it
it
has
still
as well.
Phandalin?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I just see Phandalin.
I was wondering if it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's really cool.
I
That's pretty-
completely forgot to switch.
I
the
love how
maps.
all of us were just like,
New friends! No, just
awesome.
Now you see all the mushrooms.
And I see combat. Oh, combat. Cool. Oh, this is cool. I push this button and it shows all the people.
That's right. And since you push the button, Uma, you start combat.
Uma loves combat.
Uh,
Let's go.
From Nari screaming out and shouting at these half-orcs, you see they startle a little bit and start to emerge from behind the mushroom itself, showing themselves.
weapons drawn.
Weapons drawn.
They have
Okay.
weapons drawn, so, but I still have to draw my weapon, correct?
Yeah, that's a free action.
Okay.
Oh, this is not combat music. Wait, come on.
Oh, who's got music? That would be great.
I do.
What? Oh.
I just got
What
playing
are
on.
they wielding, DM?
What are they wielding? They are currently wielding.
You said brandishing weapons.
Yep.
We all know what your perception is. Be quiet.
They have clawed gauntlets on their arms. Here, I will send an image to the game log for what you guys see.
I think you
Nah,
get some of those.
that's pretty cool. That's nice.
The clawed gauntlets are in the shape of a boar's head.
Thanks, DM. Okay, that is kind of fucking badass, though. All right, we might be taking a new look at how we treat boars after this. So,
Yeah.
still a bacon. So, anyways, I'm
Still
gonna
a
grab my
bacon.
great axe. Cause how far are they from me?
They are currently.
Are you able to count that? How do I?
5,
zoom? Oh, there
10,
we go. Zoom,
15.
zoom, 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 zoom.
20 feet away from you. Or, no. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 20.
Well, you know what? Let's just trust our fantastic javelins.
Alright. Go ahead, roll an attack.
Did you? How do you do bonus action for range? Rage. Oh, well, do I rage immediately? Do I go for it? Do I just rage
It's
out
your
because
choice, man.
it's okay? Because like,
Uh,
I thought I had to take damage to get rage.
no, you can choose to rage. If you take damage or deal damage, your rage continues.
Okay.
So, like, if you ran up there when
Let's
it's a
do it.
rage, you get all the effects of the rage. But if they don't hit you in between now and your next turn, then the
Okay.
rage ends.
Alright, I'm
If
gonna
you
go
do
up
attack
and
them,
swing.
Eight continues.
I'm gonna go up and swing my great axe at the nearest half orc.
Yeah, they only have to swing at her for it to
Yep.
keep her rage up.
And she has
Okay.
to swing at
So
them
I
to
click
keep-
the little button that says rage, like the little one of the. I have two boxes. I only clicked one,
click the
and
one.
then I go. Okay, and then I go up to my great axe and I hit the slashing. Right.
Yep. Or no, you hit
Oh.
the.
Oops.
Two hit.
Well, then I did it wrong.
So,
I do the hit thing. Okay, I already rolled for damage, so we'll just do this backwards and see how it goes.
Fair enough.
We did that a lot at Haunted Mansion last week.
Yeah.
It happens, okay? It happens. Okay, but that's some really nice damage. Now let's hope I actually hit, okay?
That is a max damage. Jeez.
Let's see if I can hit. Now let's hit. Come on.
Hit.
Hit him. Hit him hard. Come on. For my
Right now,
rage.
You're battling your.
You
attack
read my
with your
bonuses for rage. Okay, as a bonus action, enter a rage for up to 1 minute. You gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws, not attacks. +2 melee damage with strength, weapons, resistance for bludgeoning. I can't cast or concentrate. What did I get? Ooh.
That's good.
That hits. So
Yes.
you deal 17 points of damage because you're raging.
Uma just screams and steps and wow, like a baseball bat swing. I'm swinging for the chest, the middle area.
Alright. You swing into his chest and you feel the blade bite into his chest as he unleashes a good old. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. I've moved. I've swung. Do I have a bonus action? I thought it. I thought entering rage.
Does use it.
Oh, well then. I'm good. Okay. Don't confuse me.
Alright. Next is the Anchorite of Talos. The Anchorite, having just been attacked, is going to use its action and is going to take a swipe at Uma in front of him. That's a 21 to hit.
There's no way it hits.
What's a 21 to hit? I don't get what you're saying.
He rolled a 21 to attack you. So your armor
Yeah,
class,
that's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So that is 7 points of slashing damage halved because you're raging.
Okay, so I go in here, I do the damage thing, but then like what do I do? Like only
So you
3? Okay.
3 points.
Okay. Like that? It
Yep.
dropped me to 25 from 28. Okay. So I did that correctly? Yeah, I chose it correct.
That is correct.
Yay. I mean, not yay, but yay.
The next Anchorite of Talos is going to move down towards the group. Uma, yeah, you would have an attack of opportunity if you so wished.
Okay, so how does that work?
So, since it left your area of attack, you can take an attack and try to hit it as it runs away from you.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm taking every chance I can. I'm a fighter, baby. Let's go. How do I do so? How do I
Roll to hit.
So go like to an attack?
Yep.
Swing the great axe again?
Yep.
Okay. Lowest dice of man's history.
Yeah, on this
Probably
second,
God's
you're
too.
just slow motion moving that dagger. The green axe.
It's a boom, boom,
Oof.
boom, boom, boom.
That's just Uma's regular force. This isn't a crit. Wow.
Ouch.
That misses.
Yeah.
The half-orc, seeing this attack coming, dives out of the way and then continues to rush forward. And as he does, he stops at the group, turns to them, and casts Thunder Wave
Oh no.
on the group. I need
Would hate to be there.
Cal,
What?
Ichabod, and Bartholomew to roll me a con saving throw.
Checks and saves are disadvantaged, yeah?
Only
No.
checks are disadvantaged.
only checks.
Saves are normal.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'll take that normal roll. Thank you.
Same.
You all succeed. So you take half of 2d8. So you all take 1 point of damage
Love that.
as this anchorite slams his hands into the ground, and all of you feel this force of thunder erupt around you. It blasts against each of you, but you're able to stand strong and stand steady against the thunderous force of the anchorite. Next up is Cal.
Hook him up, girl. Oh, this one's good.
Okay. I was talking to Google about the impossibility. Cal is going to curse at this bloody boy in Infernal and then stab at him with her rapier.
Go ahead.
23 to hit.
Oh,
So close. That definitely hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Max damage,
Max
baby. Let's
damage. Nice.
go. I'm also gonna take my bonus action for 2 weapons and stab at him with my dagger.
Do you have sneak attack at level 2?
I do.
This wouldn't be sneak attack, so yeah.
No, it would not. Unfortunately.
Isn't he in?
I
melee-
am combat.
Yeah.
No, because he has to be either
You have to have
Within-
advantage on it.
Or
Yeah, you
have
either have to-
another ally in melee combat.
he has to have another ally within 5 feet.
What? No.
You do.
So yeah, you do
No.
have sneak attack because technically Ichabod is within 5 feet.
He is currently engaged with more than just you. Like, look at your sneak attack rules.
He's engaged.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
I am in the I'm in the middle of I'm in
It is
his threat.
weird.
Yeah.
It is worded weird. Okay,
It
leave
is.
me alone. Another round.
Another max roll.
God.
He's gonna take 6 more damage, and I'm gonna roll to hit with my dagger for my bonus action.
Go ahead.
And it's gonna miss. I'm
That misses.
gonna.
Well, can't have it all.
So she tried to do it, but it did
The
not work.
the first rapier strike catches the anchorite off guard as you quickly flourish out and stab through, piercing part of his abdomen before withdrawing quickly, twisting on the way out to deal that extra damage. But the second blow with the dagger he's prepared for, and he punches your hand away, driving it back, causing you to lose your stance and have to regain your pose. God, I love sword fighting, so this is gonna be so much fun to describe. Next, Bartholomew.
My turn. I will draw my rapier and I will cast my cantrip, Green Flame Blade. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Baby, it's time to take like a break so we can put the boy to bed. It's 8:30. I want to get to the end when you have a turn, and then at the top of the thing, ask for a short break. Oh, oops.
Man, I wonder what's gonna happen when we get to Angel's turn.
So, whenever it gets to Ichabod's turn after that, at the top of the round, we are going to pause the game for a little bit so that children can go to bed. So, Bartholomew, are you...
Yes.
Which one are you moving to strike at?
The closest one to Cal.
Okay, so...
Did not mean to do the thing.
Show me which way you're gonna be walking. Or rushing towards.
There. I'm there.
Alright, so you know, as a caster, you probably aren't as familiar with this because casters don't normally get in melee, but, if you were to get in line with Cal, directly across from each other, you would have advantage on the attack because you have flanking.
Is diagonal still technically...
No. So if you are right... Oh.
Right. You touch. You do.
If you're right here. So this essentially puts you in a flanking position where they're unable to focus on either of you. So your attacks, whenever you launch at them, are less able to dodge. So they give you advantage.
Ooh.
I'll do that then.
Alright, go ahead, roll an attack.
Sneak attack.
And that also gives sneak attack.
And
one more, take the highest.
Mm-hmm. 16.
16 hits. Okay, go ahead, roll the green flame blade damage.
But that's 7 damage. Then to go to my spells and am I doing something wrong?
Let me...
Oh yeah, Green Flame Blade doesn't do any damage before you hit level 5. But you do the regular dagger damage for now.
Oh, then what's the point?
It's a flame that jumps over to another enemy if they are within 5 feet of each other. But yeah,
that's
right now, not much of a point right now, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You live and you learn.
Killing me. But so yeah, I hit the target, do I not?
You do, in fact, hit the target.
Lovely. Aim for its eye.
You're aiming for its thigh?
Eye.
Oh, eye? Ugh, I heard that definitely wrong. A 16 wouldn't have hit it in the eye, but I will allow you to, like, pierce the cheek.
Okay, I'll accept that. Yeah.
You thrust your rapier and it pierces through one cheek and goes through the other. You can see pain in this gnarled half-orc face who growls at you as you withdraw the blade. He looks to you and goes, Yatakulta Daria, which, Uma, you understand, speaking Orcish, as saying, "You will die for the great Talos and be his new sacrifice."
Can I please could I please retaliate and scream at him in Draconic?
I'll allow it.
Forstor mak verrask entrok verman. Which will roughly translate, off the top of my head, because I'm making it up, you shall melt amongst my acid breath.
He glares at you after this. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, I'm done.
Alright, next, Naeri.
So I don't know Orcish, so at the moment I'm not sure if when I screamed "Friends!" I initiated a fight with some really cool regular folk. So I'll move here. I don't want to get an attack of opportunity, so I'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you're ever curious on how far something is and you don't feel like counting, there is the ruler tool that you can use to show exactly how far something is.
Yeah, anyways, I won't be able to give Uma flanking, so I'll just go around here and I'll pass them and I'll say, "What is going on? I'm sorry, I didn't mean for any of this to happen, but you just hurt Uma," and I'll fight him.
Okay.
I'll fight him. So I'm not gonna rage because I only have one of those left.
Yeah, you didn't take a long rest.
Nope. Okay, so I'll take out 2 hand axes, and taking a beat out of Call, I'll do 2 attacks with them, with an action and a bonus action. Just as a reminder to all of our new folk, if you are holding 2 light weapons on both hands, every D&D character can do an attack, a regular attack with one of those weapons, and then a bonus action, second attack with the other, weapon. The only issue is, the only issue is that on your second attack you won't add your damage bonus. It will be just the damage dice.
Yep.
So the first attack that I just missed would have been, I would have been able to add my strength bonus. Wow, am I gonna miss again?
Weapon fighting to be able to do that.
There, 12.
Just barely misses. You begin slashing out with these axes, and as you do, it is able to nimbly dodge between each slash, and it yells at you, Uma, you understand this to be, "Your puny hand axes will do nothing to me. Talos guides me."
I'll look over at Uma and I'll say, What in the night hells is happening here? And I'll hold my ground.
And I'll yell back at him, "Hand axes puny!"
Alright. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alright. It is now Ichabod, the shepherd. What do you do?
Well, clearly, these people were gonna jump us anyways, so I don't feel too bad about them my party attacking first, but we're gonna have a serious talk about, talk first and, hit later. But, in the meantime, I happen to be in the middle of this fight. I'm going to use my object interaction to equip my shield.
Alright.
And I will tap it, using it as my focus, since it has my holy symbol on it. And I will cast Sacred Radiance, the cantrip.
Alright.
And I will cast it. Here, Sacred Flame, sorry.
Okay.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. They must make a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d8 radiant damage. I will look up to the sky, and a column of golden flame will descend on the creature, the half-orc in front of me. I can get you to make a dex save, please.
Yeah, I just made one. It's in the game log.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. You take no damage.
The half-orc, seeing this gnome raising a finger to the sky, looks up just in time to see a beam of fire rain down and dives out of the way before coming back in, the fire dissipating around it, just sneers at the gnome.
And, yeah, he can take a swing, because I'm not staying in combat. I'm backing up.
Alright. Taking a swing. That's an 8.
That is a miss. I'll raise that shield as I take steps back, like a good
Ah,
soldier.
that's what it means.
The half-orc brings down its clawed fist, but the small body of this gnomish form, along with the shield, is able to block it away, scraping off the front of the shield as you rush back out of combat, out of melee.
And I will back up, and that is the end of my turn.
Alright, and we're going to start the new round, and we are going to pause for people to take children to bed.
Appreciate that.
We will be back.
Sorry, go ahead.
Talking to the audience now. We'll be right back in a little bit. Excuse this pause. It's been a decent amount of time. Hope you're enjoying so far, and we'll be back. Recording is started. Alright. Where we left off, we're now back. Currently it is now Uma's turn. Uma, the half-orc barbarian.
Let's go!
Here.
You're still raging.
I am still raging. I'm going to take another great axe swing. Yep.
Alright. Make that great axe. The barbarians always roll super slow.
Oh.
I wonder if it has anything to do with, like, dexterity.
Oh!
Damn, if she doesn't like hit it hard. Come on now.
Nice.
Oh!
Nice.
It had to load the greatness. Okay. Right click on the damage dice. Oh yeah.
Yeah. On Beyond, it'll automatically do it.
Taking you down, fucker, I say in like orc.
$11 plus. It's so slow. Plus 12 plus 2. So that's a total of 25 points of damage.
Plus her strength.
Nice.
Yeah, she gets that plus 2 to it. So that would
Great. Yeah.
would be 23, but it's now 25 points of damage. Jeez.
Nice.
You, in your rage, scream out at this half-orc and just slam him in the chest with your axe, cutting a large path across his chest as you see him minus
Okay. Hand access puny. I get it.
He does not look good. He has he's more than bloodied at this point. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope, not at this time.
Alright. Next is that anchorite. He is going to, having been just struck by you, gathers up this electric energy in his hand, where from the clawed gauntlet you see a small symbol dangles from the gauntlet, which he grips in his hand, and as electricity gathers in it, he thrusts it out towards you. I need you to roll me a Dex saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Okay, how do I do that?
Not an attack, right?
It is a spell attack.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me check. It says that when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a attacker other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
The Sentinel. Yeah, you can go ahead and make a attack against him. The spell still goes off, which triggers you to attack, but Uma saves, so you take half of 8d6. So 34 halved. You take 17 points of lightning damage as this javelin of electricity sparks out from his hand. You dive out of the way just in time to not take the full brunt of it, but you can feel the arcing electricity pass through you as it goes just by you, grazing against your body. And you can see behind you a nearby giant mushroom burst into flames as the lightning hits it.
I take 17 damage, correct?
17 damage, yes.
Okay.
No!
That's his turn. The next anchorite is going to, being surrounded, is going to strike out at the one he thinks is weakest. He's gonna roll an intelligence check to see who is weakest. 19. He's gonna look to you, Bartholomew, and is going to lash out at you with a natural 20.
Alright.
So he does 7 points of slashing damage to Bartholomew.
Okay.
I want you guys to know, I rolled 2 natural 20s in a row. So
Yeah. But no one cheers for the DM. You know how it is.
I cheer for me.
So the rest of your nights would be shit. That's our hope. Okay.
That's gonna end his turn. It is Cal's turn.
So she's gonna yell at him in Infernal again and basically say to hell with you. She's gonna stab at him again.
Go for it.
13?
That just hits.
Yeah.
sneak.
+3. And then bonus action to weapon fighting. Actually, if this one hits that. Oh, God.
Just
I'm guessing
misses.
12. Yep, okay. So, 10 total.
You lash out with this next attack, and the half-orc, distracted by swinging out at Bartholomew and landing his spiked fist into the chest of Bartholomew, doesn't see whenever the rapier comes and stabs him through the side, being pulled out and twisted to deal some extra damage, but is now aware and turns back to Cal to strike at her fist again to keep her from doing the second attack. That the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Bartholomew, it is your turn.
I would like to retreat over here, and let's go to my inventory.
The half-orc will get an attack of opportunity.
Great.
So it's going to roll to attack. 21 to hit.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Can I counter it in some way?
Unfortunately, you don't have that ability as a wizard.
That's so
6 points of damage.
Screw you. That means someone's... Oh, I had 7 points, so why... Heal 1, had 7, and lose 6. Shit. And didn't we have healing potions? Didn't some give us healing potions?
Yes.
Yes, Adabra
My
did
healing-
give you guys 2 healing potions.
Then please, someone chuck me a healing potion, please, if they have it, because I don't have it.
Waiting on my turn.
Sorry, I will cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Alright, go ahead, roll that healing.
Fuck.
You were gonna say healing damage.
I was about to say healing damage. I stopped myself.
How the fuck has my Cure Wounds turned into Cause Fear?
Do you change your spells?
No.
No.
This is annoying. No, I can see you looking.
Yeah, I don't see Cure Wounds as one of the spells
I
you
know.
can get.
That's annoying.
Because I know you had it when we fought the Manticore.
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
just
well,
changed the.
when you got your level, yeah.
Then it changed to Cause Fear. DM, may I please change Cause Fear to Cure Wounds, because whatever reason this is. Pretty please. The cherry on top.
You can change it to Cure Wounds, but I'm not seeing it in the list of spells that you can use. So I'm not exactly sure how you had it in the first place.
Didn't you,
You-
have a level of Artificer? Don't Artificers have Cure Wounds?
That's probably fucking why, because... Why has...
Did you change
Things
it?
happened.
You changed it to another level in Wizard instead of Artificer?
Something's happened. That's annoying.
I will allow you to change Cause Fear to False Life. That gives you 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Okay, let me go manage spells, add spells. Sorry about this, guys.
You're good.
Where can't see it. Oh, found it. False life. Remove. Where is it? Where is it? Delete that. Back up. Code spells. There. Okay. Casting.
Alright.
8. Thank goodness. So I gain 8 life. Is that correct?
You get to have 8 temporary hit points, so you go to your health, click on the full box, so click on the full health box,
Good.
and then go to temp and enter in 8.
And my turn.
Alright. With temporary hit points, those are the first ones to go if more damage is dealt to you. So if you gain, say you take a potion of healing and you gain hit points back from that, those don't go to your temp, but the first damage attack to you, or a damage attack amount equal to the number of temporary hit points that you have, gets taken off first.
Okay, got ya.
Alright, so Ing's your turn. Nari is your turn.
Hell yeah. So, I see everyone dodging around blows. Uma looks very bad. Bartholomew just runs around and casts spells on him. So I look around like, okay. Junior weapon. And he puts the hand axes back, grabs his pike from his back, and then you see that he looks kind of shaken, right? But he holds his necklace, a Riverstone necklace, and then the orc that's not looking at him will just just grab into his shoulder and say, "You get the fuck away," in Elvish, and I'll stab him with the pike, using reckless attack to give myself advantage, and raging for bonus action, because things do seem to be getting a bit rough. Well, there they go. Look at them going. What? It's amazing because I get to see in slow motion how one of them landed on a 2 and the other one a 16. Yay!
So total of 20.
Yep.
Total of 20. That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Hey. It's gonna be. Come on. Fuck it up.
Fuck it up.
Really?
Fuck it up.
Oh, thank God. It actually moved. It was gonna be a 1. So 7 plus 2, it's a 9. Plus 2, it's an 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. This anchorite looks very messed up. Blood coming from several wounds, breathing heavily. That the end of your turn?
I'll look at Uma, and I know that she's faster. So I'll stare her in the eyes and say, "This is just training, right? We're about to kill a dragon. These don't mean anything. Kill him." And I'll move to the one with Call. Because I'm afraid that he's just going to...
He's gonna take a swipe at you.
Hell yeah.
Much appreciated. Thank you for protecting me.
He also has advantage on this because you went reckless.
Yep, that was a very good idea. It's okay.
13.
13 does not hit.
Doesn't hit. Was so close to a natural 20. That end your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Ichabod, it is your turn.
Come on, old man.
Ichabod is going to do what he does best, which is stay on the outside. I still have no spell slots, so I'm still here using my cantrips. I'll move over here. I am a professional medical. Looking at either of these two enemies, which one looks worse?
The one in front of Uma.
Right. I will focus on that one. Casting Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame, another dex save. Alright. That's a 5.
That is a fail.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, roll damage. Roll that Sacred Flame damage. It should be. Yeah, it has a D8 to roll. Go ahead, just roll your own D8. It's the same either way. Be in the lower left corner.
On the VTT. Did it log you out?
There we go. Yes, I see it. The radiant flames fall down on this orc, and it is only just able to look up as the flames engulf it. It roars out in pain. Before falling to the ground, charred across its body. Anything else you want to do for your turn?
Yeah, at which point I will look to Uma and then point to the other.
Alright, Uma, it's your turn.
Uma's gonna do what Uma does best and sick him. I'm gonna turn to Missy Talos. What'd you call it? Adronite? Something.
Anchorite.
Anchorite, that thing. And I am gonna take the biggest swing.
Alright, go ahead for the biggest swing.
Fuck him up, fuck him up.
Great axe. Let's go.
Go for the head.
Okay, sure.
Slowest dice rolls are always the most
Come on.
filling of anticipation. Nah, you ruined it.
Got to do it. How dare you?
Dirty 20. That hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Slashy. Come on.
14 plus 2, 16 points of damage. Alright. He is looking bloodied, covered in wounds, and ferally looking back and forth between Cal, Uma, and Nari. Growling to all of you. That the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, it is now... That anchorite is dead. Next anchorite. He is going to... Seeing his companion fall... is gonna do something different. He's going to try to push past Cal and Uma to go to his companion.
So do we have to strength check his ass?
He won't, because our reaction sentinel his ass.
Go ahead, roll your reaction sentinel.
Am I at advantage because before he left he was flanked by all of us? Or no?
I will say that you would have advantage as you see him start to run.
Get an opportunity with that too, wouldn't I?
You would, but first his sentinel goes off to see if he actually does move.
Y'all see that as Naeri rages and like, you know, the tattoos around his body, the elvish tattoos that look a lot like roots, begin to flare up with the colors of summer. He'll stab the pike right through the middle of his knee, his right knee, and stay dead. With a speed that you've only heard of in elf tales. A technique to keep an enemy stuck where they are.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So 9 plus 2 is going to be 11 plus 2. 13 points of damage.
13? Ooh.
Oh yeah. Just pop his cat, man.
He looks very messed up, and at this point, seeing that he's unable to run to his companion, and seeing that he's surrounded, is going to lash out at Uma, who he sees... No, he's gonna lash out at Nari, the one who stopped him from running, with a dirty 20. And you take 7 points of slashing damage, halved since you're raging.
Oh. 2, 4? Yeah. No, 3.
3.
Okay.
And that's gonna end his turn. Cal.
We're doing the same thing, stabbing at this bitch.
Alright, go ahead, stab at the bitch. That hits.
21 to hit.
Your rapier can never miss.
Damn. So 3. Jesus, plus 1.
How do you want to do this?
And bonus.
How do you want to do this?
Bloody.
I'd like to, like, stab the rapier, like, right up through his sternum, like under and then up, and snarl in his face, get fucked.
That's a way to a man's heart.
You pierce the rapier through his abdomen and sharply turn it up towards his heart. As you growl out to him, he... Uma, you hear as he speaks in Orcish. Tell us, why have you forsaken? Everybody else hears, Tantalus Takith Undarith. As he falls to the ground, blood pouring from his mouth and out his chest, coughing one last breath as he lays dead on the ground.
And then once he drops, I'm gonna she's going to hold her sword to the side and flick some of the blood off.
Slick.
Oh, that's what she would be dead.
Alright. I think that is a good place to call it for today.
Can someone please heal me?
Next game.
No,
yeah.
don't leave me bleeding. Don't leave me bleeding.
If you guys want, you can take a long rest. As it's
Alright.
around this time, it is getting towards night anyway.
Uma's just gonna prop herself up against a freaky mushroom and just hope it doesn't eat her.
All
Long rest.
Yeah, those of us exhausted would appreciate a long rest.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I'm gonna say that you guys can long rest. You don't need to keep watch. You're pretty sure that there's nothing in the area currently after what you just dealt with.
I will insist on keeping watch of actually active enemies here. We're going to search these bodies. They said Talos. I'm making a religion.
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll religion at disadvantage.
I think-
'cause
and
you're
I-
still exhausted.
Uma just wants to know if she can have some of them boar claws.
You can totally scrounge up some boar claws.
I want those
I
little.
want a set too, damn it.
Yeah, all right.
Well, there's two of them,
As
aren't
long
there?
as I get one, we're
Yeah,
good.
I have disadvantage. I want to wait until I'm rested.
Okay. For those who get boar claws, I will make a homebrewed weapon for y'all that does the damage.
Let me just go allow homebrew on Cal.
Yeah. Everybody go in and allow homebrew, because I will start putting in some homebrew stuff specifically for your characters.
Yes. How?
Go in and edit.
Yeah, go to edit, go all the way back to the very beginning, go to home,
Oh, there it is.
and allow
Nice.
homebrew.
Hey, homebrew.
Yay, homebrew.
I got it,
You're done.
and I'm done.
Yep.
And then at the long rest, what you do is you go up to
The top of the sheet, right by your name. There's
Hit.
short rest, long rest.
Hit
Oh, yeah.
long rest,
Sure.
hit confirm, then hit it again before the time runs out.
and recover one. Yeah, I have food and drinks. So I
I was so confused. That's thank you for someone explaining to that because I was like I clicked it twice, but it didn't. Nothing changed.
Yep.
I was too exhausted. What the hell?
You can go in and manually take the exhaustion away.
Or if,
I already do have homebrew, so that's awesome.
when you do the long rest, you just have to click the remove one level of exhaustion.
Yep.
Hey, DM. Oh, also pretty DM.
Uh-huh.
We wouldn't, we wouldn't, be level 3, right?
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
You guys think 2 orcs is what's gonna take you to level 3? No.
we put them in.
Hey, I thought they had our number there for a second.
I really want to assassinate, but I have to wait.
Ooh, that's gonna be so nice. By the way, I don't think we have that much time. So
Nope.
if you guys wanna save the roleplay of, he really just screamed in the middle of the woods for no reason.
You guys
We'll
can...
give that to the chat.
Yeah, that for the roleplay chat. I'm gonna do closing remarks for the YouTube and in the recording. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. While you're down in the comments, if you can, please leave what your favorite moment of this episode was so far. My favorite is watching Uma get that natural 20 and roll massive amounts of damage. That was incredible. So go ahead, leave that. Also, this is going to be part of a series. We're going to be doing this every other Thursday. We're not Critical Role. We can't do it every week. So, if you guys want to see more, make sure to comment down below. And, yeah. This was a great time. I hope everybody had a great time. To end off, we'll do this for the cameras. I like to do a little thing where I ask the group if they have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything. It's how I personally like to run my game so that I know exactly how the party is feeling at any given time. You can take this into your games, and it's just as much fun to ask questions so that nobody has the feel bads. So we're going to start with Bean, as she's top of the screen.
Hey. I mean, I don't think I really have anything this week. I just enjoyed finally getting a kill myself. In all the campaigns I've played, I very rarely actually get to deliver the killing blow, so being able to is nice and fun. I like stabbing things.
Glad to hear. Alright, Leo.
Oh yeah, no complaints as well, just a lot of compliments to give. Uma and Ethan are both our resident new players, and seeing them grow has been amazing. I'm very excited to see what else they can come up with. So yeah, pretty cool. I'm glad Sentinel actually works and I could actually hit them.
Alright, next, Andrew.
No, it was a very good game. I will note that last game was very emotional heavy, so it felt like the first half of game, the funeral might have dragged on a bit. It lost a lot of, well, I mean, I understand you were trying to bring in Bartholomew because he missed out on that, but like it still felt like it dragged on longer. We could have gotten a little bit farther if the funeral was a little more compressed.
Alright, noted.
But on the other hand, everyone was actually working extra hard to try and not speak over everyone. I was the only one who did it, and I got called out on it, and that was a good job. Everyone else seemed to try and give everybody pause to let everyone have, dialogue without getting stepped on. I thought that was really cool. Combat went pretty smooth outside of the fact that we had to take a pause in the middle of it. We may want to schedule that better. That was probably on our back. But otherwise, good job, everybody.
Definitely stuff to work on. Ethan.
Yes, I have no complaints. I feel like the camp session went pretty swimmingly well. I thank you very much for bringing in my character's backstory into the fold. It was very nice interacting with a character, an NPC that knows my character's backstory, or knows of my character's backstory. The only downside is me being a foolish wizard and getting into the middle of a fight and bleeding out to death. So, lesson learned.
Not doing that. Oh, damn it. You're just getting blood everywhere. Stop that.
My god, what's with this? Why? Can't even.
Alright, Uma, last but not least, again.
Certainly not least. I guess I would piggyback a little bit off of what Andrew said. The pace for me, the pace. I was hoping, I guess, that with the heavy emotions of the last game, the funeral would kind of be glossed over and be like, oh, and there was a funeral and it was sad. But I'm loving the fight scenes. Really getting a feel for the character of Uma. more and more. Maybe regretting a little bit killing that boar, but
That board's gonna be a joke that keeps coming back.
well, it's going to haunt me.
That's a fun part about any D&D game. Something happens early on and no one will ever forget it.
Ever. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
Alright. With that, we're gonna end it tonight. See y'all next time.
See you next time.
Thanks.
I'm going to sleep now.